South Korea has reported a record daily surge in new coronavirus cases, taking the total to more than 3,000. 17 people have died. It has the highest number of confirmed cases outside China, where the outbreak started. The South Korean army has been mobilized to disinfect the city of Daegu in the region worst affected. I asked our correspondent in Seoul, Laura Bicker, what was at the root of the surge in numbers.
Well, it's believed that the outbreak began within the Shincheonji Church of Jesus. This is a religious sect which has around 220,000 members right across South Korea. Now, every single one of them are being interviewed to find out if they have symptoms of the virus. So far, over 3,000 say they do. And one of the reasons why officials are warning that there will be a further spike in cases is as they test more and more of these church members, more are testing positive. So far, around 80% of those that they've tested in the Daegu area have tested positive for the virus. That is how they're trying to track the spread of where the infected patients are and where they have been to try to isolate those and contain the spread. But it's becoming increasingly obvious that this is getting more and more difficult. Doctors in Daegu say they are overwhelmed by the number of patients coming forward to be treated. They're urging those with mild symptoms now to stay at home. Over 1,000 patients are currently in quarantine in the Daegu area, asking for hospital beds. And now doctors are saying, look, it's time that we treat the most critical of cases.
Laura Bicker there. As efforts to contain the virus continue around the world, an investigation by BBC Persian suggests the number of coronavirus deaths in Iran could be more than 200, way above the official figures. State television there has confirmed 295 new cases in the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, health officials on the west coast of the United States say there are 3 unexplained cases there. Rich Preston reports.
The number of countries reporting new incidents of COVID-19 continues to rise. New Zealand, Lithuania and Iceland are amongst the latest to confirm their first cases. The World Health Organization has upgraded the global risk of the virus to its highest possible level. At least 210 people are reported to have died in Iran. As authorities there try to get control of the situation, Friday prayers were cancelled for the first time in 40 years. Worldwide, there have been more than 2,500 deaths from this strain of coronavirus. Italy continues to be Europe's biggest cause for concern, with more than 650 cases. Several towns in the north of the country are still on lockdown. The United Nations says each country has to do its bit.
We know containment is possible, but the window of opportunity is narrowing. And so I appeal for solidarity and full global support, but with all countries fully assuming their responsibilities.
Even North Korea is taking action. It hasn't officially reported any cases, but sources in South Korea say the virus has been detected there. Its border with China has been shut and schools are closed. North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un has reportedly told his officials to strengthen checkups and quarantine. In the United States, a third case of community contagion.
Our third case did not recently travel overseas or have any known contact with a recent traveler or an infected person.
The number of infections across the country has passed 50. Other countries that haven't yet had any confirmed cases of the virus are preparing, bracing themselves for what is likely the inevitable. Rich Preston, BBC News.